Hello, I would like to introduce a radically new 3D interactive blockchain platform that creates a perfect custom mirror to help us navigate the identity crisis evolving from social media and shrinking attention spans. To describe the PsyberCeuticals system in a general sense, imagine if you had a mirror which you could see your own psyche. PsyberCeuticals encompasses and utilizes the technology that brings about a psychological mirror through which you can see your thought patterns and your emotional patterns and how they manifest through interacting with other people. PsyberCeuticals facilitates an engagement that was never even possible before, that goes deeper and has a much more profound impact. When you look at millions of people coming into, let's say, a 12-step recovery program, and they are devastated, they are absolutely flattened on the brink of death, and they come into these rooms through the process of sharing their pain and sharing their challenges and interacting with others, there's a group dynamic that serves to lift people up. And there have been unbelievable, miraculous turnarounds. Malibu is like a microcosm to the rest of the world. And I'm sharing with you, I've heard firsthand reports, people in the rehabs, almost every other week somebody is ODing on heroin. It's a tragedy. And this is all from the lack of engagement. People are going to really be searching for some real solutions. And PsyberCeuticals is really effective in bringing about a deep revelation of how we're perceiving ourselves, where our perceptual patterns are coming from, where our thought processes are coming from, where our emotional patterns are coming from. I'd like to share with you a phenomenon which I call the secret tsunami. When you look at the financial crisis that happened in 2008, there were obviously two external detectors that were prevalent throughout the financial news headlines. One of them was that it was the home loan crisis, and the other one was this was happening in concurrence with ballistic gas gouging. So when you do look at the meltdown that was caused by the explosion of Amazon wiping out all these mom and pop businesses, and taking over the book publishing business, and Facebook exploding and becoming the #1 source of news around the world, and YouTube wiping out the music industries and the advertising industries, in concert with Facebook, you could see, millions of jobs vanish that are never coming back. And when you look at that in combination with artificial intelligence and robotics, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and all these people are all talking about job displacement as being a huge challenge. Anything built by man can be overcome by man. And this huge, what I refer to as a secret tsunami, is coming at a pace that no one has a detection point on it. That no individuals or no institutions or no companies have their finger on the pulse of how deep that transformation has taken place in people's thought processes. The net impact of the pace, the accelerated exponential pace of diversified content being thrown into all of our faces. We weren't exposed to it by decision. We didn't decide what kind of content we were going to see in social media, even though there are those who say, oh, I can control what shows up on my Facebook page. The World Health Organization says that this is leading to global depression and anxiety. As a matter of fact, presenting the greatest challenge ever seen by mankind. The psychological impact of being increasingly exposed to increasingly diverse content leads to content irrelevancy. The fact of the matter is that us as human beings derive our sense of identity through interaction with others. That's a very well researched and very well known fact. So as this engagement with other people becomes more and more removed, if it's only through digital means, there's no human contact, there's no feeling each other's presence. The more it increases with this removed engagement, the more it leads to an identity crisis. And so what we're witnessing today is actually an evolving global identity crisis, and it's due to the lack of engagement. And this PsyberCeuticals system facilitates an epic level of self-knowledge, an epic revelation of self-understanding that has never existed before. I would like to just share with you my background experience so you know where this is coming from. I have extensive knowledge in advanced psychology paradigms, spiritual psychology, and recovery programs. And during the past 5 years, I have done some very deep research into the psychology of social media and social currency, specifically focusing on the perception of social currency. I am also known as Mr. Malibu, and I recently published my book, Mr. Malibu's 40 Most Famous, The Power of Social Currency. And the reason for publishing this book is to focus on these 40 most famous people and how the rest of the world is perceiving them and how that perception is radically shifting.